So you may or may not have heard of Blinkenlights. They're basically a big bit of circuit board like this. It's not done because it hasn't got the LEDs in it, but it's basically a bunch of large, simple, flashing LEDs. They all flash on and off. However, when you turn them all on at the same time, some of them go out of sync with each other. Mike's Electric Stuff also did little badges of these, and they look really cool. And there's lots of different projects around that run on this idea. However, a while back, I covered stable circuits using relays, the ones that turn on and off, and they sound like car indicators. This circuit right here is from Radio Electronics, April 1980, and it's a very simple relay multivibrator with a 50-50 duty cycle. That means it turns on for 50% of the time and turns off for 50% of the time. It uses two relays, in this instance Omron G2R relays. And I've popped together a chunky circuit board of this design. You can download this design as well, so if you want to make it, you can make it. Let's get this plugged in and have a closer look. So this is the relay multivibrator. There's a big chunky capacitor, and what happens is this turns off this and this turns off this. And the time between it turning on and off is dictated by how big the capacitor is, which is basically acting like a bit of a battery that is keeping the charge in the coils to stop it from turning off, which is slowing down the circuit. And if we turn it on, it will make a sound that BMW drivers have probably never heard before. Oh yeah! It sounds pretty cool, and you can get this to turn on and off lights. And you can make it perform in a similar way to the Blinkenlights, because each of these won't be exactly the same, and it'll all go out of sync with each other. And in theory, it will start performing visual and audible polyrhythms. And it's been something I've wanted to do for a long while, of building quite a few of these and using these to trigger a purpose-built modular synthesizer that basically plays a bunch of popcorn sounds triggered by this. And this is the first part of this project, where we're going to build an electromechanical Blinkenlights. It's going to have trigger output as well, which we'll be able to plug into a purpose-built analog synthesizer. But first, let's get the Blinkenlights built.
Okay, so we start by soldering 20 of these Relay 8-stable multi-vibrator boards together. Like I said, you can download the files below if you want these chunky, funky things and make your own thing. I don't know why you'd want to, but you can do it anyway. But as you can see, those are some nice big chunky capacitors. I think they're 4700 microfarad. I decided to finally do this project because I got hold of these 4XS exchange lamp boards, and they got really nice lamps inside them. As you can see, I've taken all the wires out already so we can put new wires on to bolt them together. Here's a plank of wood we're going to use, and we're going to put it and lay it all out. So we're going to have all of the lamps on that side, and we're going to put the relays all on this side. I'm going to screw them down, try and figure out exactly where to put them, and then we're going to start making noises. You'll start hearing the effect of when I'm adding more relays, them starting to go out of sync with each other and make different rhythms. And by the time all of the other relays are in there, hopefully the sound is going to get quite complicated. And if you focus on it, you might hear different polyrhythms, and some of them syncing up, some of them not. And you never know, one day we might hear them all just sync up. That'll be crazy. Right now it sounds like a horse's tap dancing contest, but let's see what it sounds like when we add some more. Keep on going. I could sleep to this sound if I'm honest. Okay, so now we've done all of the relay control circuits and the audible part of the Blinkenlights. We need to get the visual bit done, and that is this bit right here. I've made sure all of the wires going to the lamps are the same colour. This means that when I wire it all into it, it makes it a little bit more random which lights are going to be wired into which relay and stuff like that. The lamps inside this are 50 volts, so we need to swap these with 6 volts because we're running this board on 5 volts actually, because the relays are 5 volts. Yes, I know it's a bit of a handful and a mouthful, but it just made sense because I had a bunch of these 5-volt relay boards left. Luckily, there were some 6-volt lamps sitting around, so now we're going to put all of the lamps in, and then we're going to put the lamp covers on top, and just look how nice those lamps look. Oh, they're so pretty. That's the reason why I wanted to put them all together and make them light up like this and that, because just the lights look so nice when they're bouncing off each other. And having that much information, but seemingly random, I thought it was quite an attractive idea. Now I'm just finishing soldering everything else off, and then we can start admiring what we've done. So just give us a sec, I'm going to finish it, and then let's check it out. I call that piece Attack of the Randy Crickets, and there's a 10-minute version over on Patreon if you want to download it and sit there listening to it because it's quite nice in the background. Anyway, we've got to finish this by wax lacing everything to neaten it up a little bit. As you can see, there is also a connector there that's going to connect up to the analog synth when we build it in the next part of this video. But there we go. Oh, I'm really chuffed with that. It looks really neat and nifty.
And after all of that malarkey, this part of this project is done. It's obviously got the expansion D-sub connector, which we're going to plug into the other bit, which is going to be, wait for it, my plan is to make 20 very small analog synthesizers behind a single panel. Each of them are going to only be a couple of chips each, but they're going to make popcorn sounds. So it's going to be like, blop, 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 blop. I think it's going to sound really cool. Now let's go and bolt it to the wall over at the museum. So right now, I think the most pointless machine award in this building is probably now the electromechanical Blinkenlights. It's a little bit louder than I was expecting. I'm going to put it on a timed push switch. That's one thing. And then we're going to figure out where to put the second part of this machine, which could go anywhere, because the multi-core cable could be as long as you like, and it could be actually set up elsewhere. I've got a plan. It's going to be going a little bit further that way, and that's going to be making all the popcorn noises with knobs for each of the popcorn tones that you're going to be hearing being triggered by the electromechanicalness over there, but in an analog synthesizer way. If you like a soothing long-form version of this, you can download WAV files and samples of this over on my Patreon, which needless to say supports the project. Also, if you'd like to come and see it in real life amongst everything else, then come to This Museum's Not Obsolete. The information is below. But yeah, until the next one on this, I'm Look Mum No Computer. This Museum's Not Obsolete. That's the mechanical, electromechanical Blinkenlight thingamajiggy. And yeah, have a lovely time and don't be scared to try it.